Go ahead.
That's what I thought when I saw you. It's kind of like until I saw Tom Vincent. I kept thinking, who's
Well,
that
he's
guy?
always looking.
Yeah, but I saw him, he started talking the same thing. He was sitting across from me, and I go, who's that guy? And he got up, as soon as he spoke, I knew who he was.
Live.
Yeah. I thought he probably didn't know who I was either.
Well, I knew who you were because I was warned about you. Mose, oh no, are you serious?
A long time.
Not that far.
Can't trust those ex-Teamster guys, right?
There's no such thing as an ex-Teamster.
I don't know. Bob tells me that there's such a thing.
I'm an ex-Teamster.
Well,
Bob tells me he's an ex-Teamster.
unless you're a cop. All right, let's go through these in the same order. After much deliberation,
Yes.
and as a concession that we expect to see down the road, some recompense, we can TA the preamble.
If you're willing to do that, then I'll take care of it on the signature page.
Okay. That's about what I deserve for that remark.
How do you want to do actual initials, or how do you want to do it?
Why don't we just, the union will initial it, date it. You can,
Okay, yeah.
if somebody has copies.
Well, we have clean copies. We have clean copies of all of these.
Anywhere. Maybe, well, let's develop a practice at the lower right-hand corner.
Now, is this going to rise to the level of an established past practice, or is this, has it existed significantly unvaried?
Candidate. You know, what is an unestablished practice?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I personally don't want mine.
Actually, do you want to do?
I think it makes the copy.
Yeah.
You do two of them.
We'll just do two.
We'll hold on to it. Here, this is an original, so I'll have to use
All right, so you're holding on recognition?
it. Yes, but we're going to go ahead and TA non-discrimination.
Okay.
Do it the same way. Okay. Oh, he has two copies. Okay, I didn't know. Oh, he doesn't do that much exercise. Work stoppages is fine. personnel records, I want to make several little changes, but it will entail stuff we can't really do with just some interlineations. So if you can, I think, do I have this in Word form?
No.
If you could send it to me, just email it, that would make it a lot easier. And I'll just do the, underline and strike through, so you can see exactly. Severability is fine. I had an attorney for the state of Florida, ESPN. He kept saying to the judge, but they have a severability clause. And I had no idea what he was talking about. I knew what it was, of course, but I couldn't understand his argument.
I was gonna say, what was the
Applicability. It sounded, the way he was saying it, it sounded pretty impressive. I couldn't understand it, but fortunately, the judge was kind. We're gonna, on Article 6, bulletin boards, we're gonna come up with a new paragraph 1 that. But it's going to be, obviously, it's not going to be a problem. Article 7 on dues deductions. I want to tighten up the whole harmless language a little bit. And again, if you could send me all your proposals in Word, that'll allow me to do that, to get it back to you. In Article 8, we can sign off on it if we can strike the last sentence. I don't know if you want to chat in the kitchen about whether you could do that.
One of the reasons we want to do that, folks, is
yeah, let's talk about that.
let's say we have multiple things going on at one time, internal affairs, investigation, meeting with management. We got multiple things going on. One guy's just not going to be able to cover them all.
Okay. Yeah, and we were looking at it from the standpoint, and this happens sometimes, is that you end up having 3 people come into the same meeting.
This would be just in case multiple things are going on at the same time. This language would limit us.
Yeah, I don't think that was, our intent was not to preclude you from having somebody. It was more to address the issues that we've had in the past, where multiple people come for no real reason. And so I'm sure there's a way that we can address both.
Or we could just, we can represent to you sitting right here that we're not going to do that.
But then 3 years from now, we have to go back and try to find it on the tape when it becomes an issue.
You and I will both still be here.
Maybe you, I don't know about me.
Your firm has been representing, or variants of your firm have been representing the county for at least 30+ years, to my knowledge. Older than anybody on the other side of the table.
Maybe I wouldn't lie. You won't have to see me anymore.
But yeah, anyway, that's, I get your concern. I think.
I mean, I think we can come up with language that you want to make sure that you always have the ability to have somebody at these meetings or the investigations. And we want to just make sure that we're not releasing 8 people to come to the same meeting. And so I'm sure that we can, in fact, what I'll do is that I'll play around with the language and, propose something that I think gets us to where we hope to be.
Very good.
Let me just make a note.
Yeah. And just in the first line, it says, provide hospitalization and dental insurance. Whereas elsewhere it says, group health and dental insurance. Group and health are the different. And I'm sure there's nothing, I'm sure we're trying to get to the same place, and that's just, who knows where it came from.
I think the hospitalization is a still holdover from the deputy's contract going back.
Deputies says, health.
I think we changed it to,
County agrees to group health and dental insurance programs.
yeah, that's, that's.
It sounds like something that came from the deep state. Read about that. Now, we have a pretty big proposal, which I think on hours of work and overtime. And we used, as we did last time, as a baseline, the deputy's contract. So that's why you see all these strike-throughs and underlines. And forgive me, I did it. So there's, does everybody have one here on this side of the table? So there is probably more than one formatting error. But I would, so we tried to bring it into consistency with, or address the differences between corrections and the LEOs. But I wanted to point out,
So the extra 15 is shift briefing?
but I wanted to make sure that, I mean, when you read this, it's kind of tedious, but if you look at A, B, and M, each of those are significant differences. I'm not saying the others aren't important, but those are significant differences in terms of, well, A is not necessarily a difference, it's just, but B and M are the key things that we're pushing for, which would be hours in excess of 80 in a 14-day work period at time and a half, and M counting approved personal leave as time worked for overtime population. And those are, if you wanted to put in well, those are very important to our folks. And just want to emphasize that to you. Otherwise, a lot of it is trying to bring it into compliance with, bring the wordage into compliance with corrections vis-a-vis the deputies. And did I state all that correctly? And I know you can't respond to this today because this is a economic piece.
I mean, I assume right now you're overtime after 86?
Yes.
Okay.
And the deputies do have what they call productive leave, or productive time in their contract for personal leave.
14 days.
After 14 days.
Right, 14 days notice. You struck that out.
We didn't put that in.
But that's all around the last clause. Yeah, if the employee has requested 14 days, we struck that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're 100% right. We need to talk, figure out what the economic impact of this is going to be. But then we obviously have to consider it in the context of all the other economic impacts, because I'm assuming that you are going to be proposing a significant raise based upon the conversation that we had last time, where you all said you fall within the market. And so the thing is, we got to, from a budgetary impact, we have to consider all of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we gotta consider why we are losing people.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is that you haven't heard me say once that, these aren't valid considerations, that we shouldn't, and I'm not. The thing is that I have to take those issues back to, we have to meet with the elected officials. The new group of commissioners gets seated January 1. So the thing is that I'd like to bring the economics to the new group of folks who are the ones that are ultimately going to have to live with the economic impact of it. And I'm going to do the same thing I've told you I've done in every contract, and I will continue to do that until the day I stop negotiating, is that you're going to tell me what you want, you're going to tell me why, to the extent that I can't already figure it out, and I'm going to go back to them and I'm going to tell them exactly what it is that you told us. And the reality is you're probably meeting with them, telling them the same thing, and they're ultimately going to decide what they want to do as far as money. And I am not going to stand in the way of what the elected officials ultimately decide to do from a budgetary standpoint.
Is there a wage study that's out there in the background that's informing what your proposals are going to be? Or, I'm not asking for a copy of it, but
No.
I'm asking if there is one.
No, honestly, we were going to do one, but then when you all said that you had done one, we figured, well, let's see what you've gotten. The thing is, there shouldn't be much of a controversy with respect to a wage study. I mean, I assume you do this, you did the same thing we would do, is contact the other agencies and say, what's your pay scale? I mean, so the thing is that I have a hard time imagining we're going to have too much of an argument, regarding what other agencies are paying. And unlike fire or police, we don't have the issue of, well, you consider this municipality, you consider that. I mean, it's only the counties are the ones that have corrections. So we're talking about a limited universe of folks. I'm kind of speculating here. Maybe we have an argument regarding whether we should consider one. Maybe not. But the thing is that the ones that are surrounding us, there's not going to be much of a dispute, regarding the fact that those are the ones that are surrounding us and what they're paying. And so at least, we're going to have an agreed set of facts with that. And I'm hoping we can have an agreed set of facts with respect to the market on all of it, because it helps to be playing off the same sheet. And then it's ultimately going to be, a decision that the elected officials are going to have to make regarding, what they believe they can spend.
Does the county do exit interviews?
Yes, and I thought we sent you the exit interviews.
I don't recall saying. Now let me check. If you say you sent it to me, it's in my inbox.
Yeah, double check.
No. You just said you sent it to me. I don't have to double check. And while he's doing
I know you
that,
gathered them up.
for sure. Because every time I get incarcerated, I keep seeing and talking to, I'm starting a joke and nobody's appreciating it. I keep seeing corrections officers from Volusia County. You appreciate it, thank you.
Yes, that's, yeah, that was the implication. That was kind of lost there.
worked here,
I don't get back far enough in this phone, so.
I'll
find it. I'll make sure you got it.
when I worked here, I met a friend of mine from high school. Well, I don't want to say this while if this is going to go on YouTube.
No, don't worry, nobody's making it.
You know that things have pop up.
Oh, believe me, I know.
So, do we have anything else to do here today?
Not from our standpoint.
Does anybody have any, questions? Observations? Bob, I can't believe you don't have anything to
Now,
offer.
the last time we had met, we had discussed about the memos and directives being changed. I have not seen any memo changes from the county in months. So, do we have a system in place where the union is notified of policy changes, directive changes?
I think the last ones that we changed, we sent to you and Mark.
We sent you and Ryan
And that was months ago. You guys haven't changed any policies since
a
then?
month and a half ago. Sent about a month and a half ago.
Which policy was it?
Merit rules.
That was back at the end of the summer, wasn't it?
You sent one then, and I updated it and sent it later back to you again.
I'm used to the agencies changing policies all the time, and unless you guys aren't changing policies.
The only one we did was that we updated the merit rules again, and that was sent, and the council just finally approved it, but that was sent to y'all with the changes back in the summer. And then I sent it again to make sure y'all had it.
Yeah, but I'm not aware of any, I know what you're talking about.
That's-
I'm not aware of any SOG changes.
I don't know, Mark, I think they're working on, but they haven't did anything, have you, Mark?
We're constantly working on policy changes because it's
Accreditation.
required.
Well,
Yeah, so we just, a week and a half ago, changed the position. So we've got Ms. Powell now, full-time, looking at this position, doing policy, so you're gonna start seeing them.
Okay, we'll just make sure that before we issue the policies, that you flip them over to Tom so that we can get them to the union.
And I was, just me and Ryan, if you could show me a policy on the jail all day long, I can't tell if it's a
But
good
these I
policy.
didn't know about, so I'll make sure I get
I would
these.
like-
I was looking at the bigger ones, not
I
the countywide ones, not these, so
Oh,
now
okay,
that you
all right.
mentioned that, yeah, I'll get them
But
all.
what we'll do is,
Because when you just said that, I just realized he was working on it, I didn't know he was put them out, but he told me they were working on those.
We haven't put any policies out. I just realigned the position to really get focused on the policies.
Excellent.
So that may, what you're hearing is that they're starting to work on it, but you'll see them before they go out.
Yeah, because to the extent you guys are unaware, we are very finicky about having input into proposed changes to existing policies or new policies. And as you well know, the employees are the ones that probably have all kinds of great ideas about how to do things that you want to achieve.
no, look, we share. And Matt, I mean, the thing is that I think we've had some nice success with IUPA on the deputy side where we've made changes and we've sat down and we've gone out, we've made changes that everybody agreed with and,
Excellent.
so we have no intention of changing our approach towards working with the union when it comes to those things.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you very much, appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll, so, and I would ask again, I asked last time, you said you considered, I'd ask if you, share your survey data. And we're happy to turn around and say, if we think that there's something wrong, we're happy to talk it through and try to come up with, agreed upon data that we can all work from. Because I think that will help the process. So, I would ask you to consider that again.
We will definitely talk about it. And along those lines, can we use this room for another half hour or so?
You can have it.
Okay.